Today I want to talk to you about a common myth or misconception that consuming fruit can lead to weight gain, and that we should be really reducing the amount of fruit that we are consuming if we are trying to lose weight. Now, let's first go into what fruit is containing, or what is it predominantly made of, and that is a carbohydrate or a sugar called fructose. Now, this fructose is what people are typically maybe told to avoid if they're trying to lose weight, because it is a high sugar content. Now, the issue here is that people are likening the sugar from fruit to the sugar in a jelly bean, for example. Now, let's compare 100 grams of apple to 10 jelly beans. If we look at those two comparisons, they actually do have the same sugar content. So that is quite similar. But if we look again further, we understand that fruit holds such a high content of our fiber, our vitamins, our minerals, and it has water. If we compare that to jelly beans, we're getting 0% of our daily intake for things such as our fiber, our vitamins, our minerals, and our hydration. So the only comparison we're getting there is from that sugar content. If we go one step further and we look at the glycemic index of fruit or an apple versus a jelly bean, again, the jelly bean is higher in the GI compared to something like the apple. So what that means is that we're going to have a higher spike in insulin, a quicker spike in insulin when comparing a jelly bean to an apple. So that misconception that sugar is sugar and, they're exactly the same if you're thinking about it from a calorie or a sugar content is a myth, because if you dive further into the actual nutritional value of fruit versus jelly beans, they are vastly different. Now, there's been some research into this, and some research out of Deakin University has noted that a consumption of fruit actually leads to a lower prevalence of obesity versus people who don't have fruit in their diet on a day-to-day basis. They are at a higher risk of developing obesity and the comorbidities associated with that lack of intake of fruit. So if we're thinking about weight loss, fruit probably isn't the enemy in this situation. There's actually research to suggest that if your diet is containing fruit, you are more likely to be leading sort of a healthier lifestyle, and you're at a lower risk factor for developing obesity. So don't be afraid of fruit. Everything in moderation. 1 to 2 pieces a day is going to be good for you. You're going to be getting the fiber, the vitamins, the minerals that you need to have the energy to take on the day, exercise, and move well. So fruit is certainly not the enemy. I hope I have dispelled this myth for you, but if you have any questions, as always, ask away. Thank you.